Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Behind the Gloves in association with Pro Boxing Supplies, and I'm here with Adam Smith all the way from the UK.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good.
Back, on my word. Haven't heard the laugh for a while.
Did you hear it in the background when you were filming?
I heard it in the background. I'm sure I heard it at AJ or Kelbrook. I can't remember when the last time, but not here for a while. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back at such a great fight, Ward-Kovalev. We were here 7 months ago, Paulie and I, for the first one in the T-Mobile Arena, and looking forward to another really close, interesting battle.
Well, the first fight was obviously controversial. How do you see the second fight going?
Well, I think Paulie scored it by 3 to Ward, and I think Matthew Macklin, who was with us, scored it by 2 to Ward. I felt Ward nicked it last time, but it was very close. A fight of two halves, obviously. I think this is as interesting. You know, is Sergey Kovalev going to take it out the hands of the judges and go for the knockout? You know, is he capable of knocking out Andre Ward? He's certainly capable of flooring him. We saw that in the second round. He's got huge power, but is he going to, overexert that a little bit? Is he going to go for it? And if so, then he'll leave gaps for Ward's brilliant, skills to start. And if Ward gets into a rhythm, if he literally starts off where he left off, and this is round 13, then you'd have thought Ward will be able to do it, slightly easier on points. But I wouldn't count out Sergey Kovalev. He looks like a man on a mission. He's got a strength and power advantage in this fight if he can utilize it, and he doesn't gas out down the stretch with this new conditioner he's got. We don't know, but it's one of those. It's a 50-50 fight, and that's what we want to see. Number 1 and number 2 in the world at light heavyweight.
Sergey Kovalev seems to be very angry this time around. He's really frustrated. He feels like he was robbed, and he's now on a mission to have revenge against Andre Ward. Do you think that emotion helps him or it hurts him?
Do you think he was robbed?
I thought, to be 100% honest with you, if they had given it a draw, I would have been completely fine with that. And I also think that, much like when Gennady Golovkin fought Danny Jacobs, I don't know how you scored that. I had Gennady just edging it because of the knockdown. So you look at that last fight between Ward and Kovalev, and then you see that he did have a knockdown, over Andre Ward. Was that enough to kind of edge the win? So that's the big question,
Both very, very tight fights, and I have no problem. I mean, the judges all scored at 114, 113 to Andre Ward. I don't have an issue with that. If they'd all scored it, wide to Ward or wide to Kovalev, then it was a close fight. And I think a lot of the press slightly behind us went for Kovalev because they thought, they thought his power punching, certainly the first half of the fight, but up close, really close to ringside, and you can see Ward's inside work. And every fighter that I've spoken to picked Andre Ward winning, and Paulie and Matt were right up there on the ring canvas, and they saw what they saw. And I think it was listen, it was a fight that had to happen again. You asked me whether I think he's fueled by anger, by emotion. that can work two ways. He could go out and do what happened to Roy Jones, who we saw earlier on in the press room when Antonio Tarver, they had a sort of close first fight, and then the second fight in this very building, I think I was sitting here in this media room actually watching it on the screen. He got knocked out in the second round. So, there's no reason why Kovalev can't do something as explosive on Andre Ward.